Tonight, a mother and her ex on trial accused of the murder of her toddler. Good evening. We start tonight with the distressing case of a toddler who a jury heard was allegedly killed by those who were supposed to be looking after him. Kyrell Matthews was 2 years old when he died at his home in South London. The court heard how he was allegedly subjected to serious and sustained abuse in the days and weeks before he died. His mother and her ex-partner deny murder. Our senior correspondent Ronke Phillips reports. Next tonight, face masks will remain compulsory on buses and tubes, despite the government saying there will no longer be a legal requirement to wear them. The Prime Minister has announced Plan B restrictions will start to go from tomorrow. Martin Stew is here. So, Martin, what exactly is changing?
So we're talking, Lou, about the scrapping of those Plan B.
Sajid Javid there, but critics of Boris Johnson are really questioning the timing of all this now.
Yeah, that's right, because originally these Plan B restrictions were going to end on the 26th of...
Well, the pressure on the Prime Minister leads the ITV News at 6:30. Here's a look at what's happening with Mary. Next from us, some breaking news, and a 14-year-old boy has been attacked outside Canada Water Station. Police were called. Did the Metropolitan Police breach human rights by trying to prevent a vigil during last year's lockdown? That's what organisers of an event planned in memory of Sarah Everard claim. They say they were forced to withdraw their plans after they were threatened with £10,000 fines. Caroline Sim reports. Still to come. But first, the former Love Island star who's now working with MPs to address the worrying problem of spiking. Sharon Gafka's drink was spiked while she was having lunch with friends in London last year. After sharing her story, more than 1,000 other people have come forward with their own experiences of being spiked, testimonies which will be given to the Home Affairs Select Committee as part of its inquiry. Well, I'm pleased to say. Let's just remind people of what happened to you, because this was last year, just after the first lockdown. You were out having lunch with some friends, and what point did you start to realise that something wasn't quite right? From the table for so long that I think your friends came to look for you, and you'd collapsed in the loo, hadn't you? It's been awful, but you know, you're a known face, aren't you? You've got this big profile from being on a show like Love Island, so you decided to share your story. A lot more about it, aren't we, these days? It might be that more people are coming forward and talking about their experiences as you have, but we've got this Home Affairs Select Committee looking into it. But it's not just looking into the problem itself, it's looking into how first responders deal with it, how medical practitioners deal with it. What would you like to see happen when you're talking to MPs? What are you talking to them about, and what needs to change? Time for a bit of sport now, and Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has defended the club for their decision to postpone their clash against Tottenham on Sunday. They successfully appealed. And the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge visited the Foundling Museum in Bloomsbury earlier. The museum. Sally is here. Now, Sally, you've learnt something new today.
Yes. Breaking news.
It involves you being silent.
Very rare, I know, the boom. My mum holds a telephone like that when I talk to her. It's so offensive. Anyway, yes, we'll sort of do that, yeah. But no, it wasn't really like that at all. It was very serious. And I was at, it's the London Mime International Festival this month. So let's take a little look.
Okay. I thought there'd be more silence, to be honest, Sally. Anyway.
Well, there was me involved.
That's true. It's been amazing this week, the weather, and the sunrises that we've been having have just been glorious.
How do you find that?
I don't mind. I work a lot of lates.
Yes, I suppose you do. You have a little lie and we'll allow you.
Lie in.
Do you know what? We might well have...
And that is it. I'll be back with the latest after ITV News at 10. Coming up, Mary with the ITV Evening News. But from me and the rest of the London team, bye-bye.